The Room of Requirement is one of the most memorable locations in the Harry Potter series and is equally important to the legacy of Hogwarts. The long-awaited role-playing game allows players to become a part of the wizarding world and immerse them in Hogwarts, filled with unique characters and quests, even in the castle's best-kept secret, the Room of Requirement, beyond the limits. In the Hogwarts Legacy you can find fantastic beasts and creatures, explore the Forbidden Forest and Hogsmeade, and the castle and the game are full of Easter eggs and hidden details. But the Requirement Room only acts as a base for players outside of their public space, where they can brew potions, craft items, cast spells, and even decorate as they see fit. The room itself has a rich history at Hogwarts, from its operation to when it was first discovered. This is how the Hogwarts Legacy Claim Room works. In the Harry Potter books, the Room of Requirement is a room that is only shown to witches and wizards who desperately need it, and for a few lucky students it's a life-changing discovery. Particularly desperate students or staff in the palace's 7th floor hallway can find an entrance to a room suited to their immediate needs. It is not bound by most physical limitations, and some even consider it semi-sentient, as it can range from a small broom closet to a huge conference room, depending on specific needs. The Room of Requirement is top secret, as those who enter it will be completely hidden from passers-by and even from the Marauders map, but students have the ability to enter a stranger's personal room. It certainly won't stay the same either. If the witch or wizard's greatest need changes, the space fluctuates accordingly. While Cravuset is incredibly powerful and can be used for both good and evil, it has its limitations. It is said to use a complex form of transmutation magic, so it must follow Jempa's elemental transmutation laws. This means, for example, that it cannot produce any real food. Who was the first to discover the Hogwarts Legacy Room of Requirement? The Room of Requirement probably originated when Hogwarts was founded. Although it is not clear who discovered it first, Dumbledore must have been one of the only wizards to recognize what he had found. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Dumbledore tells the headmaster of Durmstrang that he once found a room full of toilets when he needed them, but he could never find them again. The Fantastic Beasts series later confirmed that Dumbledore used this room to store important items such as the Mirror of Erised as early as 1927. However, given that Hogwarts Legacy is set in the 1890s, Dumbledore still has a Room of Requirements to fulfill. This means that another witch or wizard could have found it before, passing the information to the main character of the game, or the player himself is the first to discover it. How Harry Potter uses Hogwarts Room of Requirement. An iconic place in the Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy, the Room of Requirement has a long and complicated history with the title and supporting characters of the main series. After discovering this place in his 5th year at Hogwarts, Harry used it to his advantage in several ways. In the same year, for example, it was used as a meeting place for Dumbledore's army, where Harry and the rest of the organization practiced the necessary self-defense spells. In the latter part of the series and during the Second Wizarding War, it served as a hideout for dozens of students hoping to escape Headmaster Snape's disciplinary orders and the wrath of the staff. Dark wizards also occasionally acquire a claim space and use it to further their nefarious ambitions. For example, Draco Malfoy used the Room of Requirement to hide a disappearing wardrobe, which eventually allowed him to teleport the Dark Wizard from Harry Potter to the castle grounds. Voldemort himself even used it to hide one of his 7 Horcruxes, not bothering to use any protective spells as he thought he was the only one who knew of the room's existence. It eventually returns when Harry tracks down its location and promptly destroys it in Hogwarts' final hour. How to use the Hogwarts Legacy Requirement Room. While the Room of Requirement has a large impact on the history of Harry Potter, it is just as important to players of the Hogwarts Legacy. Perhaps most exciting, however, is the fact that players can visit several vivariums at Hogwarts Heritage House. There, they will be able to access completely new environments, such as an open meadow, where they can tame and care for magical creatures. Vivariums can also be useful for gathering resources in places other than Hogwarts. The characters of Hogwarts Legacy have made their way into the books, and the game seems to have no shortage of fast-paced magic, so when players want to relax and prepare for their next adventure, they'll be sure to take a look at the room. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and support my channel.